Welcome back to Andersen. It's a blowy, snowy day outside. The weather's not been cooperating. It's 40 below. But weather doesn't matter when we're inside with Libra. So why are we here with Libra today? Well, Libra's been a little bit under the weather. So she had some diarrhea this week. And we don't know why. She is on the mend. She just finished eating some of her greens. She's on the mend. She's doing much better. Her poops have firmed up. She's okay. But I figured it would be a good time to talk about something that's not so pleasant, but it is important. We're going to talk about non-specific diarrhea in domestic rabbits, which is what technically she had. So if you've ever raised rabbits, you know that digestive issues can just pop up fast and with absolutely no clear cause. Sometimes rabbits just have tummy issues. Okay? Sometimes they just do. Yeah. Sometimes they just have belly problems. So, what do you do when your rabbit has diarrhea but no obvious reason why? Well, let's walk through some possible causes, what to look for, and most importantly, what to do to help your rabbit get on that path to recovery. So what exactly do I mean by non-specific diarrhea? That's a good spot to start. Sometimes rabbits can develop loose stools without an immediate obvious cause, meaning there's no clear illness, no real diet changes, no parasites, so you do a fecal and there's no worms. This can be really frustrating because rabbits have really sensitive digestive systems, and diarrhea can quickly become dangerous for them. Unlike those soft poops that they eat, the cecotropes, those are a part of a rabbit's normal digestive process. That's normal. True diarrhea in rabbits is really watery, unformed, and kind of messy. They make a mess, okay? They do. They absolutely make a mess. If left untreated, it can lead to dehydration and other complications. So it's not something you can just ignore. So, even if the cause isn't immediately obvious, there are a few common culprits behind non-specific diarrhea in rabbits. So let's just talk about at least a few of the possibilities. There could be a dietary imbalance, so there could be too many carbs or too many sugary foods, like fruits or treats, and these can throw off the balance in the rabbit's gut. One of the most common causes of this one, a dietary imbalance, is actually feeding your rabbit a bunch of carrots. I know we all think rabbits like carrots, and they do, but they're not particularly good for them. They're really high in sugar, and like we've been talking about, rabbits have a really delicate tummy, okay? Their bellies need the proper nutrition at the proper times, and they need the proper amount of sugar, not a bunch of it. So a whole bunch of carrots can often throw off that dietary imbalance. Of course, other things can as well, but particularly carrots, because everyone gives their rabbit a carrot. They think their rabbit should like a carrot because of Bugs Bunny. But real life rabbits are not cartoon characters, so cut back on those carrots. Another common cause is stress. Rabbits are prey animals. They get stressed really, really easy. A sudden move or a new pet or even a loud noise at the wrong time can disrupt digestion. This one is a little difficult to avoid because, frankly, like I said, they're prey animals. Anything could stress them out, even something that really shouldn't. Like, she could get stressed out sitting on this chair. She could get stressed out because she's got leftover greens that she's not eating. She finished eating the ones she was going to eat. She's got her leftover pile of cilantro. Well, that could stress her out, and she could end up relapsing and having diarrhea again. Rabbits are weird, okay? Just because your rabbit is stressed out doesn't mean you did anything wrong. Sometimes you can fix the stress. Sometimes it's just a rabbit being a rabbit. So another common cause of nondescript diarrhea in rabbits is gut bacteria disruption. So if a rabbit's gut flora is off, not quite right, whether that's from antibiotics or diet changes or stress, this can result in diarrhea. This type can usually be corrected pretty quick if you know that's what's going on. There could also be toxins, like some plants or moldy hay, even treated wood shavings in their bedding can cause digestive upsets. This one can be harder to narrow down because there's not a ton of research into rabbits. So a lot of the things we think are safe may end up being toxic down the line. So you do the best you can with the knowledge you have. Rabbits are not well studied in the animal sciences community, so inevitably there's going to be something. Okay? There also might be an underlying illness. Sometimes diarrhea is an early warning sign of a more serious condition like E. coli, coccidiosis, or even GI stasis. So don't just assume, just because you've seen no signs of any illness, that a sudden onset diarrhea means nothing. It might mean something's going on and something's about to happen. So if you notice diarrhea in your rabbit all of a sudden, take that seriously. Okay? Start reacting. So immediate steps to take. What should you do immediately? You notice they have diarrhea, what do you do? So if your rabbit has diarrhea, don't panic. Okay? It's not a death sentence, but you do need to act fast. Here's what you do. First thing you want to do is check for dehydration. Dehydration, just like in humans, kills fast. So a dehydrated rabbit can go downhill quickly. Gently pinch their skin. So you kind of reach, I usually do it behind the neck. Pinch their skin, kind of pull up, and if it stays tented, you'll feel that with your fingers. If it doesn't immediately retract down, if it stays kind of tented where you grabbed it, then what's happening is they are losing liquid. They are dehydrating. You are going to have to take care of that right away. They need fluids. Often fresh water, and offer a lot of fresh water because that's important. But you need to make sure they're drinking it, even if that means you have to take a syringe and so if you had a syringe, you'd have to actually feed them the water, like force them to drink it. They have to drink. It's not optional. Okay, she was not entirely pleased that I was doing that yesterday, but she still wasn't drinking well. She's drinking fine today. She's looking much better, like she's bright-eyed, bushy-tailed today. She's good. But she wasn't a few days ago, and now she's looking a whole lot better. So you do want to keep an eye out for dehydration, and you may have to force water into her belly. You want to remove problematic foods. Any sugary treats, like again, carrots, apples. Stick to plain hay and fresh water. If your rabbit will not eat the hay, try offering pellets. Don't offer anything fancier than that. Anything fancier than that, any of the, like she's got fresh greens now, that's because she doesn't have diarrhea anymore. While they're having active diarrhea, do not give them greens, do not give them snacks. Okay, hay and water. If they absolutely won't eat the hay, try the pellets. Okay, pellets will help. It's better if it's hay, but pellets if you have to. Something's better than nothing. You want to provide high fiber foods. Timothy hay is your friend. Okay, this helps reset the gut balance. If you can't get them to eat the hay, again, Timothy pellets. Timothy hay is your buddy. Okay, you can also try oat hay. Some people have success treating diarrhea with oat hay. Give it a shot. Okay, try to get them eating something. You want to monitor their droppings, their poops. Check if the diarrhea is persistent or if it improves after dietary changes. So if you fix the diarrhea simply by switching up from alfalfa hay to oat hay, then you fix the problem. Then the problem was the alfalfa hay, and you've now fixed the problem. Stick with the oat hay. The problem's resolved itself. You're fine. Okay, that's ideal. Okay, that's absolutely ideal. So monitor those droppings so you know where they're at. You want to keep the rabbit clean and comfortable. Diarrhea can make them really messy. She was pretty messy. She's very clean now, but she was messy. So this can lead to skin irritation or even fly strike in warm weather. So definitely keep the rabbit clean, keep the rabbit dry. You may have to give them a butt bath 3 or 4 times a day if they're incredibly messy, if they're having a lot of diarrhea. Keep them clean. Okay, they'll be miserable if they're dirty. You would be too. So keep that butt clean. So when should you call the vet? Not all cases of diarrhea can be managed at home. That's absolutely true. There are some times when you must call the vet. If the diarrhea lasts for more than 24 hours and you see no signs of improvement, get your rabbit to a vet. If your rabbit actually stops eating or drinking and even is rejecting your attempt at syringe feeding, you need a vet. If they become lethargic or cold to the touch, so if she wasn't moving around very much, or if I put my hand, if you want to see if they're cold to the touch, put your hand back here behind their ears. There should be warmth there. Okay, there should be warmth. Warmth on the ears, warmth behind the ears. There should be warmth when you stick your hands in those warm spots. If your rabbit is cold to the touch, it's time for a vet. Okay? If you see signs of pain, like teeth grinding or hunching, stuff like that, they're hunched up in posture. See, she's just loafing right now. If she was sitting up higher and kind of tucking her front feet in, like between her back feet and really hunched, then that would warrant a vet visit. If there's any blood or mucus in the diarrhea, right to the vet. Don't even try. Go straight to the vet. Okay, do not try and treat that at home, not even for 24 hours. If you see blood, go to the vet. All of these things could be a sign of serious infection or even GI stasis, which is life-threatening if not treated. So get your furry friend to the vet, okay? So, how do you prevent it from reoccurring? Remember, you don't really know what the cause was. That's what nonspecific diarrhea means. It means they got diarrhea and you don't know why, right? You're guessing. You're thinking, maybe it was the new hay I got, maybe I changed pellets and I didn't transition properly. There could be a lot of reasons. So, there are some things you can do to prevent it in the future. But again, because you don't know, you probably want to do all of these things. Because you don't really know what caused the diarrhea in the first place. So, try a stable diet. Keep your rabbit on a consistent fiber-rich diet. Hay should be 80+% or at least 70+% of what they're eating. Okay? They should be on a primarily hay diet, especially if you have a rabbit that has a sensitive belly. Like Gemini could eat drywall and it wouldn't affect her. Libra here is a little more sensitive. Okay? She's not a ton more sensitive, but she's more sensitive. She shouldn't eat drywall. Well, Gemini shouldn't either. Let's be fair. Gemini should not eat drywall, but Gemini is a menace to society and there's nothing much I could do about that. So, Libra shouldn't eat drywall. Gemini should do something. I don't even know. Another thing you can do is limit the treats. Sugary treats should be rare. If you want to give veggies, introduce them slowly. Don't overdo it. So greens, dark greens are good. Things like carrots and apples, even banana, feed them in moderation. Okay? Just a few bites here and there. You also want to keep their cages clean. Dirty cages can lead to bacterial infections. Clean them regularly to prevent mold and other contamination. Also, the stress issue. Try to keep your rabbit calm. Try to keep their environment calm. If you're moving them or introducing new animals, do it really gradually. Calm, quiet environment is best for rabbits. And make sure your rabbit has regular health checks. Weigh your rabbits regularly and check their droppings to catch issues early on. Glance into their litter box or look around the pen or whatever. See if there is a problem with the poops. If there's a problem, address it early. So there you have it. Nonspecific diarrhea in rabbits can be a bit of a mystery, but by acting quickly and making smart changes, you can help your bunny bounce back just like Libra did. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for some more funny rabbit stuff, even though this one wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. We were a little worried for about a day, but she's okay now. I promise she's okay. If you've dealt with this particular issues in your rabbits, drop a comment below. Let me know what worked for you or what didn't work. That is about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. We'll see you tomorrow.